Hi folks, and welcome to Dutchy Cooking. Today, as part of my basic series of videos, I'll be showing you how to make homemade bacon. For this, I'm simply using a store-bought piece of pork loin. We're going to open the packet up, you get the loin out. Once we remove this from the packaging, I'm just going to cut it in half to give us 2 equal joints of meat to work with. So I reckon about there. Then also I'm going to take these bands off. I don't know why these bands are on the meat. They serve no purpose at all. The butcher must have been bored, so he thought he'd do something, as these pieces are one whole piece, so they're not going to fall apart. That's the bands off one. Bands off the second piece. Right, next thing is to weigh these pieces of meat. So the first one's on, and that weighs 1,080 grams. And this is what I do. I write on the VAT pack the weight of the meat. I also write on salt, sugar, and cure. There's a couple of reasons I do this, and I'll tell you as I go along. So that's the first piece. The second piece weighs 1,210 grams, so not far off each other. There again, I'm writing it on the VAT pack. The weight of the meat, salt, sugar, and cure. Once that's done, I use an app to calculate the amount of cure mix. This is iSmokeHog's Cure Calculator. I will put other links into other ones, so I'm putting it in 1.1. So this is what it's calculated for this piece of meat. So I'm going to write these onto the pack. 19.4 grams of salt, 11 grams of sugar, and 2.7 grams of cure number 1. Now I have all the information I need without having to go back to the cure calculator. Ooh. So once I've got the salt weighed out, I'm just going to put it into a container. Measure out now 11 grams of sugar, they are 11 grams. This now also goes into the container. A little tip. These jewellery scales are really good because they really are quite accurate at measuring. So I'm using smoke dust, Prague powder number 1, or cure number 1 as it's called. I'll also put a link in the bottom below where you can get this from. So I'm measuring out 2.7 grams. .7 grams of cure number 1. This is also going to go into our container. Put a lid on this container. We're going to give it a good mix. Right, I'm just going to put a little bit of the cure mixture into the bottom of this bag. Hopefully this will sit in now and that will cure one end. You realise how tight these bags would be. It will get it in though. Okay, the meat's in. So now I'm just going to massage that into the bottom of the pork. Now I'm going to tip the rest of it in. I'm trying to get some down either side, then obviously some on the this end. It's all in. Give it a good old massage. Now we're going to vac it. This is just an old vac machine I've got. It's not very good. The clips don't work anymore, so we have to keep pressure on it. And then when I think it's vacked out enough, I actually manually heat seal it now. So that's it. Done and vacked. Repeat this with the second one. We weighed this out and we needed 21.2 grams of salt, 12 grams of sugar and 3 grams of cure. So I'm just repeating the steps as we did for the first piece. And that's that. Now, these need to go into the fridge. I usually leave a piece of this size about 10 days. So, into the fridge. And once they're in the fridge, they're going to be in there, like I said, for 10 days. You do need to turn these every day and give them a bit of a massage. Another reason for writing on the bag is I know now which way that writing will be. So I come in, give it a massage and turn it. The writing's facing upwards now. And obviously next day, give it a massage, turn it, the writing's facing downwards. Just another indicator for the process. So after 10 days, we need to cut these bags open and we're going to rinse the meat. Or the bacon, as you want to call it now. So we're just going to rinse these off in cold water. As you can see, it's firmed up, it's got that bacon colour. We pop on a rack and let it drain. And the second one, we do exactly the same. Rinse, we'll get that onto the tray. And now I'm just going to dab them down with some kitchen towel just to get any excess moisture off them. I mean, you could go straight ahead now and use this bacon, but obviously I'm going to smoke it. So this needs to now be popped back into the fridge for about 4 or 5 hours. And this is just going to dry the surfaces out. So after 4 or 5 hours, it's got a kind of tacky touch to the bacon now, and this is what we want. So I'm just going to put some stainless steel hooks in. And we're going to pop it in the smoking cabinet. So this is my cabinet. Already got the pellets at the bottom lit. I'm using oak. This is my smoke generator with obviously like the oak pellets in. I'm going to probably smoke this for about 16 hours overnight. The outside temperature is 2 degrees. So this is the next day after the 16 hours. The lovely changing colour. beautiful change in colour. The smoke smell is amazing. You can let this sit now for 2 to 3 weeks to mature. I'm just going to slice one up. I'm slicing by hand here just to let you folks see what this bacon really looks like. So there we have it, Dutchy's homemade oak smoked bacon. If you like what we're doing here at Dutchy.cooking, please subscribe and don't forget to hit that bell.